goodness. I don't know what I want to play. Maybe I'll play some Stardew or V Rising. Maybe I'll hop between them. Hi, Pro. Yes, baby. For heaven's sake. Okay, let's see. Yes, baby. Oh, good girl. She didn't take my whole headphone cable with her this time. There we go. That should be better. 32, 24. There we go. Okay, let's see here. What do I want to play? What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Yeah, maybe I'll do V Rising. Why not? I haven't played all that much yet. Still learning. Goodness, my monitor's dark. I don't understand why they need my... Okay, whatever. I don't want the communication features, to be honest. I prefer single player. Why do I have to read it every single time I open it? Okay, there we go. Hey, Alyssa. Hi, Pearl. Do you want up on my lap again? No, you just want... Oh, there you go. Good girl. Oh, yes, baby. How's it going, Alyssa? Did you get to take that nap earlier?
Oh! I cannot go on.
Yeah, I remember last time I played, I was dying. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, I will find my way back to... Yeah, why don't I just stop at the southeast? I'm playing some V-Rising. Gonna roleplay a vampire for a bit, and... Oh, yeah, the bad news is I have to delay the album release. Yeah, just everything is really not lined up well to be able to release it on time, so like I've got half of it mixed, but there's a lot of errors I have to fix in some of the instrumentation of the songs that I haven't mixed already. Some things include so I was using I forget what they're called. I want to say Sound Magic. I could be wrong about the name there. I hope I'm saying the right name, but yeah, the piano samples that I was using on a few of my songs, several of my songs, the samples are, I found out recently, they've been broken the whole time and they're unusable. And so, like, if it was just that, that'd be one thing, because I could just replace that with the East-West pianos that I ended up buying to replace it. But yeah, the money and work situation has gotten significantly worse, so I have to rectify that. Everything is just, yeah, has really fallen apart. So yeah, okay. Yeah, a bunch of stuff all went wrong at once. Finding out that, well, I guess some stuff had been going wrong the whole time. Like, I only recently found out that the piano samples I had been using for dozens of songs, only a few of which appear on the album, but they yeah, it turns out that they are broken. They've got noise and artifacts introduced in them that start to like pop out after a while, and it would take like dozens of hours to fix that if I were to introduce him on the album. So I've started replacing those with the East West pianos that I picked up, which, yeah, that was a surprise purchase. I didn't know I had to use. I was going to get a cheaper piano, but then, I realized that all the cheaper piano samples that are out there, there were a few of them that I checked out and found out they were really not going to work for any of my music. Like the dynamic layers, the velocity layers and dynamics, were simply not, they're not album ready. What are you talking about, Out of Blood? Okay. Seriously, I lose health when I'm out of blood? Okay. What, am I about to friggin' die? I can't go to you guys because you're skeletons. How does what even happen? Oh.
I cannot go on.
That sounds about right. Oh, are you talking about the piano samples? Yeah, the piano samples, I don't know if it's like an encoding thing that they just didn't do quality control when they were shipping out the product. Because, yeah, it's just like you play a note, and sometimes when the note ends, it'll play a really, really loud click. Like louder than the piano can possibly go at max volume. And it's just this big white noise click. And sometimes it happens at the start of samples. Like, I guess I'm assuming between the playback between the release time of one sample and the attack time of another one, it would realistically be as simple as crossfading, like implementing a crossfade, but it seems like they just didn't account for that. Because if you put just like as simple as, I'm not sure if it's a two sample, it's like a fraction of a millisecond a crossfade from zero volume, from like negative infinity to the ordinary volume. Yeah, if you just implement that then it would fix an issue like that. Like I've looked into making my own sample libraries before. And yeah, that's all that you need to do to fix it. But it looks like they didn't do that. And because you can't put that into their samples on your own, they're using a proprietary sampling engine. And I'll be honest, it's a bad sampling engine. Like, you can't set preferences for a. Oh, what up, Moose? You can't set preferences for where you would like the default location to be for your piano samples. Whoa. Whoa. I don't know if I can fight that. But yeah, because my samples are all located on my iDrive. The drive name is I, and I can't manually set a preferred like a default drive to read from. So every time I open the sampler, it forces me to start from a certain drive, navigate back to the root of my operating system, and then go back to, well, not the root of my operating system rather, but back to like this PC, and then go back into go into my list of drives and select I, and then go into SoundMagic, and then go into Neo Piano, and then go into the folder for that piano sample library, and then pick that one out. And they don't have names. They're just abbreviations, which would be fine. Like if I'm looking for the Bechstein one, then BECH is like good enough for me to recognize it. But there are some of them that it's just like, oh, there are two of them named Imperial something. And I don't really use either of them all that often, but now I'm just complaining. But like this, it's a serious problem with this software. Seems like they just didn't think through why they were making their own sampler. At that rate, they might as well have just used Kontakt instead. They clearly didn't want to put effort into making a good one. Get into the shadows here. But yeah, the piano samples really got to me recently. Because I know I haven't I don't think I've played it on stream yet, but that shoegaze post metal like ambient metal song, post cataclysmic melancholy, that song relies heavily on the piano, and I had a really good sounding piano, but then when it's exported, it introduces all that noise, which is such a pain too. Like on one hand, I would expect it to remove itself, to take care of itself when you export your mix down in real time, because one would think that exporting in real time just makes it play it back and export it the way you hear it, but that's not actually the way it works. It uses like a rendering engine, like a rendering queue process, and yeah, because of that whole procedure, there's nothing to be done. There's no way for me to remove that noise reliably without hours and hours of picking out the pops and clicks, removing them myself by hand, while also not introducing new artifacts into the piano samples by removing that frequency range and making the piano sound like it just cuts out, like certain frequencies just cut out for like 20 milliseconds or 40 milliseconds or like sometimes it's like 2 milliseconds or something like that, but it's still really, really audible, like so loud. So that really gummed up the works for a bit there. I'm working on fixing that. The volume is all off because nobody samples pianos at the same volume, apparently. Or like nobody sets their default volume the same on their sampling engines, I guess, which sucks. But so I had to regain stage. I still haven't finished. Like I set a new gain level for the for that one song. I still have to do it for the rest of them. But yeah, it didn't fix it because, it fixed it, but the volume is wrong. I set it to the wrong volume, and I have to work on all these steps. But yeah, either way, yeah, more importantly as well, yeah, remember how I was waiting for that paycheck to make rent? Yeah, I didn't make rent after the paycheck. So that's another that's a whole other issue. Hell with that guy. Alright, this guy can go to hell. That's a lot of priests. Those guys have more HP than I'm prepared to deal with right now. But the good news, though, is my boss found out about it. Well, I say boss. He doesn't have any managerial stuff to do with the shop, but the owner of the business, he found out about it, and he has lent me a bunch of fucking money, and I have basically, as long as I pay him back when I can, I should have bled that guy. Yeah, my boss found out about it, and he lent me a bunch of money, so I'm gonna pay him back either next week or in a couple weeks. I've put a note in my phone for exactly how much he lent me, and tomorrow I'm going to go deposit it to my bank account so that they can't fight me about how much money's in the account. So that's at least better. It's a huge help from him. I do feel absolutely atrocious actually taking any money from him, but sometimes you got to take what people will give you. In case you couldn't tell, I'm actually really bad at this game. Yeah.
No, this cannot be the end.
Oh, it is good to know that I've mostly closed the gap there. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to be that type of person who's like too willing to accept help, because it's like if every time somebody offered help, I just said, yes, please, then I don't know, it kind of feels scummy, but I mean, I already had to take out a pay advance at work, like a big one. That was last month. I'm actually almost done. Yeah, in fact, I was hoping you would ask. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't want to be like that. I really felt like that when I was talking to my boss, and he was like, what do you mean? And I'm like, okay, cat's out of the bag. I don't know how it even came up, because well, I guess on one hand, one thing that he really doesn't like is when I'm really vague about shit. So when I told him, oh, for heaven's sake, when I told him, I think what I told him was like, no, I got to get home. Like, I got to get home soon, pretty soon, so I can, work on music again. And he was just like, what's keeping you here? And I said, money. I was half joking. And I was like, yeah, I was like, oh yeah, just, gotta get my hours in, or else I'm not making rent. That's right. And he was just like, is that a concern? Do I need to be worried that you're not making rent? And I'm like, okay, yeah, there's, a little bit of that going on. I've already taken out a pay advance to make rent last month, and I thought I had it under control this month, but 2 weeks in a row, all of my bills got taken out and all this stuff. And yeah, like instead of the whole 30 to 31 day cycle that they're on, like there's a particular day of the month that this bill comes out versus this month. This bill comes out versus this bill. And he's just like, you talked to your bank though, right? And I'm like, yeah, they said they wouldn't refund me or that they wouldn't reverse it because the bills were auto deposited by the recipients. And I'm like, oh, great. So my internet bill, like, yeah, that is fully $400. Like 380 bucks. And yeah, it's like, how do you even recover from that? All I can really do is just be like, I'll pay the not sufficient funds fee this month, and really hope that doesn't cut into my ability to pay rent next month. I don't know. It's just brutal. It costs so much more money to be broke than it does to be, well off. Ooh. Oh, F off. Ooh. Hey, not bad.
Blood sustains me.
It sure does, buddy. Anyway, I've been doing nothing but complaining this whole stream. My God, I can't believe you're still tuning in at this rate. Let's see. What do I have for good news? Good news is I'll be able to make the album by this time next month. What else? Ooh. And my main hope is that I really hope that the F off. Ooh. Oh no. Now the baby spiders. There we go. Yeah, the good news is I'm gonna make it in time for next month. And next month is they've got Bandcamp Friday next month. Oh, for heaven's sake. Oh. Okay, babies die when the mama dies. So okay, good news is
Restore my body.
the album will be ready in time for the first Friday of next month, which is going to be a Bandcamp Friday, and it's going to sound even better. Ooh, do I want to go after this guy? I think I do. What's life without a little risk? Oh. Oh heavens. Oh, of course the sun would have to come up now. In addition to it coming out next month, I really hope that it's going to be worth it for the rest of you folks for the wait. Because yeah, I didn't want for this to happen. I thought I had it under control. Like, I really thought I had everything in the bag, the scheduling. I accounted for the fact that, like, the whole reason I set this deadline was because I wanted to get these arrangements finalized, and finally get them out the door without just sitting on them for another year. Ooh, baby, okay. Ooh, okay. Skeletons are messing me up today. Where was I? Somewhere, I'm sure. But yes, the good thing about that is that I've got a little bit more time to finalize the arrangements. Some of them were pretty lackluster anyway. Like, I'll be honest, I don't mind releasing that what do you call it? I don't mind releasing the big band song in its current state, once it's mixed, of course. But I would really rather rearrange it and get the sort of get the instrumentation a bit tighter, more lively. So yeah, with this extra month of opportunity to do that is gonna hopefully end up in it sounding twice as good. What else for good news? There's got to be more than that. Okay, so album coming out next month. The album might end up with a bonus track. We'll find out for sure, but yeah, might end up with a bonus track as a result of the wait. Well, not so much a bonus track as a bonus version of one of the existing songs. Oh, heavens. Okay. I guess Memo and Pearl are elsewhere? Oh, never mind. I see her at the pillow. She's just curled up. Don't know where Memo is, though. Nah, Memo's never even committed a cat crime, let alone a human crime. Okay, where am I at now? Okay, got a little ways to go. Oh, there you are, you absolute bastard.
My equipment is in disrepair.
Ooh, yep.
It's not the end.
That's a big hit. Yeah, I'm definitely not good at this game, but one of these days I'll get it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll just play a little bit more Stardew. Oh yeah, and then in 15 minutes-ish, I'll medicate Mamo and feed the cats. And then I'll probably come back and stream a bit more. I'll probably just, like, pause down when it's time. that's good. Oh, heavens. What have I got for... Iron and copper. Okay. Wow, I really messed myself up, didn't I? I do that. Gosh, maybe I'll just... plant stuff, I guess? That's not the worst. Okay, great. Oh, I got lots of bait. Oh boy, I had better see if I've got enough clay to make a silo. Yeah, looks like it. Ooh, wow. Itchy ear. Stone and copper bar. Let's do the hundo. Oh, and that's why. It's because I don't have near enough copper. So that's why. Okay. Yeah, why don't I just head up to the mine then? Oh boy. Train. I forget, do I have access to the train? Oh, I do. Okay, yeah. love it if there was an open car full of copper ore or something like that. I should probably... Is my Stardew quieter than... Oh, I think it is, because I... Yeah, that's right. That's probably fine for... Oh, hello. God, now it feels oppressively loud to my ears. Hopefully my voice isn't too quiet compared to this. Alright, let's get some copper. Ooh. Oh, okay. Why not? I won't say no. Oh, summer squash. Yeah, you know what? Maybe to celebrate, he said, ironically. I think on my Sunday stream... Ooh, am I streaming on Sunday? What's this Sunday? I can do math. 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, November 9th. That should be no sweat. Yeah, I'll be streaming on Sunday. And for my Sunday stream, I think... we'll cook up some more new music. I think we will work on something totally new. So we'll put some entries into the wheel, maybe. Although if anybody's got requests for maybe games or songs to sound like, or anything like that. Like if anybody wants to hear something like, I don't know why, but I've been thinking a lot about The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker today. I'm not suggesting that we put that on the wheel, but if anybody suggests like a Wind Waker sound-alike, rather a particular song from Wind Waker sound-alike, then suggest it. I'll put it on the wheel. We'll have a grand old time. Today is not the day for me to have a grand old time, but that doesn't mean that that I'll stand in the way of such a thing on Sunday. I think we can still have fun on Sunday. Ooh, a ladder. I'll take some copper, take the ladder. Oh, I bet my inventory is full. Yep. Okay. What an oppressive noise. Not in a negative way. Just in a my volume is too loud right now way. Ooh, if I was smart. No, I think even if I had gone home early, I would have had to wait for the furnace to smelt the copper bars. Wow. Hell yeah, Abigail. You play that music. Don't let anybody dull your shine. God, I'm so tired. It's not different from usual, though. Is Robin working on Sunday? Shit. Yeah, she's working Sunday, so. Oh, yeah, that's right. Good. Oh heavens, that's what I forgot to do. Keep the coal. That's gonna be a hefty. What do I want to preserve now? Yeah, why not? There we go. Where do I keep my... I'm a mess. Yeah, that should be... Oh, right. There we go. Ooh. hear Memo. Yes, it is time. It is very much time to go feed you. Right. I'll be right back. I'm back. And as you can see, I have stolen the heated blanket slash half snuggie from the bed. Because I am chilly. And this room is not heated. Okay. Ali! How are you doing? Oh my goodness. What a pleasant surprise. Yeah, same, buddy. Yeah. I'm, all things considered, I'm doing all right. Lots decided to go wrong recently, but, I'm holding it together. By the skin of my teeth. Oh, that's a cozy blanket. Ooh. Am I thinking right? I'm clearly not. Is this the first time maybe it is the first time I've gotten a mushroom in this save file. That's wild. Yeah, just life stuff, money stuff. You know how it goes. There we go. Yeah, I was looking forward to well, thank you so much for from a friend's bar. Oh, that's awesome. I really appreciate you coming by, Ali. That's huge. Yeah, on Sunday, I'll be doing another music stream. I was going to be doing a music stream tonight, but I just needed a break. I needed to take my mind off of how much stuff had fallen apart. And yeah, I just needed a little gaming break. I haven't taken many of those recently, so except with Alyssa, who has also joined, which is fantastic. You know what? I'm going to use more. Alyssa, hello. I'm glad you're still here. A shad frenzy? Why wouldn't I go? Hilarious. Thank you so much, Ali. That's huge. That's really funny. I had my microphone settings pulled up, blocking my monitoring view, so that's why I didn't see that I was still in BRB. Wonder where this Shad Frenzy is. Is it over here? Oh, there it is. But yes, as I was saying too, on Sunday, I'll be doing another music stream. And I'm taking suggestions for either genres of music that you'd like me to see me write in. I'd love to, you know, start on something new that I can put up on like Bandcamp and Ampwall. again. But not necessarily. I don't necessarily have to make something on Sunday that I can sell. Like I just wanna work on something new on Sunday. Album release is delayed until next month, but yeah, for I will make it in time for Bandcamp Friday next month. That'll be either the day of or the day after the album release. Well, the stuff I've been working on most has been either synthwave or metal. So I have like 4 metal songs on the upcoming album that I've been working on. But I also have oh, heavens. There we go. I also have some synthwave stuff. I've only released one of my 2 synthwave. Well, I guess it was more of a synth pop song, but 2 of my 2 synth songs. Yeah. The synthwave one is. I've got a song just about ready to go for release, but I could start up a new one. I feel pretty good about that too. I was also proposing that we either do genres or that we do like suggestions for like sound-alikes. I was mentioning earlier, I've been thinking a lot about Legend of Zelda Wind Waker today for some reason, but I was like, you know, if somebody's got an idea for like a song from a game or a song from a soundtrack or a song from a band, or just a band in general, or just a genre, I take suggestions for any of those, and I'll what is going on here? Whoa, okay, there we go. My mouse DPI was it's still, no, that's a bit high. That feels different. Oh well. Yeah, take suggestions for all of the above. Oh, right. I forgot to sell my... I don't really use regular geodes. Hell yeah, dude. Switch 2. That's awesome. I am hereby right now without Nintendo consoles. Because they all belong to family members, and I used to just sort of play theirs. But yeah, that's awesome. Switch 2. I was really excited for Donkey Kong Bonanza. One of these days I'll play it. Yeah, Wind Waker is phenomenal, but that is coming from a place of nostalgia, because it's huge. missed any yet, have I? No, I haven't. Okay, that's good. Ooh, kitty. Oh, hi, Pearl. Did you want up? Let's see if I can flatten out a bit for her. As a matter of fact, Ollie, there's one song on the upcoming album that is very noir. Good girl, Pearl. Yeah. Yeah, good girl. She's just had her dinner. Sometime in the next couple of months, I'm going to try and switch her onto sensitive stomach food. This one is Pearl, and the older one is Memo. And he is perfect, while Pearl is very angry all the time, except when she's as close as possible to my head. Or making eye contact with me. Either one. Those are the two times that she's happy. Either when she is physically close to my head, like on my pillow up there. Only when my head is on the pillow will she tolerate being on the pillow. Otherwise, she sleeps under it. Yes, good girl. Did you want lap time? Here. Yeah, she's a very regimented cat. She's got her opinions. She doesn't like other animals. She thinks that she's a person and above. She is superior to other animals. She doesn't like other cats. She doesn't like Mamo, or at least she pretends not to when he can see her. But she'll sniff him when he's not looking. The family has a headcanon that she actually crushes hard on him, but that she'll only do it from afar. Because as soon as he turns his head towards her, if she's been sniffing him, then she'll like swat at him. She'll like go full like claws out. She'll try and like do major damage. Really. She is Helga, isn't she? Yeah. Real Helga hours over here. Yeah, having these cats makes it necessary for me to know the X key for this game so that I can pet my cats while I play this game. It's a real problem. But I don't know for a fact that... Yeah, I don't think I can control the rest of it. Oops. Do. I don't really need it like somewhere easy. Oh, yeah, that's Stardew Valley. Yeah, the X button is just it's like the OK button or the interact button. But unfortunately, when there are like arrows on the screen, you can't use them with like WASD or the arrow keys or anything like that. So you do still have to use the mouse. Oh, baby, yes. I know. Très important. Yeah, Ali, I don't know if I ever told you about... There was this story from when I went to Montreal. And I saw Kane and Vivi. And there was... we went to the arcade. And I schooled him at... I schooled Kane at Street Fighter 4, which was like new at the time. And... or at least I think it was new. This was 2011, so I don't know how new actually, but pretty new if not. And oh, I can't build there. What is going on? Why can't I just destroy these? That sucks. Oh yes, we were in the arcade. I beat him at Street Fighter 4, and then we turned around to go back into the mall, and some guy sat down, and I just told this story to to my coworker yesterday. I don't know how it even came up, but yeah, we turned around. And somebody put down a I think it was packaging for like a phone case, just something fully recyclable. There was a recycling bin to their left and a table to their right, and they just put the packaging for their phone case on the table instead, and then walked away while this couple was like eating fast food at this table. This is like this random guy. He just puts his thing there, and then Kane just says out loud like, "Fucking sauvage." He turns to me and he's just like, "That's fucking barbaric, huh?" Like, oh my god. I thought it was really funny. Yeah. Yeah, I missed that guy. Maybe that's what I do. I'm gonna go and get rid of some stone and some wood, and I'll come right back. I know I'm an absolute amateur at this game because I don't use the number key shortcuts to equip my items and stuff. I just tried doing it and I messed it up real bad. You're welcome. Yeah, I think besides that, my favorite story of him was, it still has to be the burger place that we went to. Shortly after he explained to me that all roads lead to meth. when he oh yeah, all roads lead to meth. And then we went to a burger place because he knew that I hadn't eaten yet that day. And he was like, I know this great burger place, and we went to go sit down. We went and read the menu, and he's just like, I don't know how much French you read, and I'm like, I read French. Like, it's no problem. You just give me a moment to sort of digest it, and I'll understand. And he points at one of the burgers on the menu, and before he gives me the chance to read it, he says, this one is they've got some weird exotic meats, you know. This one is and he's like, Vivi, comment tu dis et, and then he turns back to me and he just says, Bambi's dad? You know Bambi's dad? And I'm like, oh, a deer? They've got like venison here, or like deer steaks? And he's like, yeah. And I look at the menu and it says caribou. And I'm like, oh, we fully have that word. We completely have that word, buddy. You don't got to worry about a damn thing. So funny. Yeah, caribou burger. And I'm like, oh, that's really interesting, actually. I love that. And I'm like, that's not what Bambi's dad is, though. Yeah. Yeah, there's just a picture of Bambi's dad on the on the menu. Yeah, it's like, what do you think a deer is? Like a moose and an elk have a kid? I just thought that was great. What a great little Kane-ism. You know Bambi's dad? Yeah, so I don't know where you want to go after this, but if you keep following that road, you'll find meth. If you keep going this road, you'll find meth. All roads lead to meth. That is true. There's there is enough information for the brain to extrapolate, like, this animal looks like a mix between these two. Ooh, hey. Yeah, I never got to really find out where the worst neighborhoods were. Um, Kane and Vivi really like protected me like I was their son. Do I have anything? I might as well just go get my Omni Geodes processed. A New Yorker in Philly. It's got that John Landis title vibe to it. A New York werewolf in Philly. You have got to be kidding me. Holy cow. Okay. That's quite the haul from those Omni Geodes. I'm surprised Haley and Alex didn't catch me rummaging through that garbage. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, yeah. Holy cow. Oh, great. More decorations that I can't fit in my house. Here's another funny story. The craziest stuff happens to me all the time. You have to realize this. I had just finished moving into this apartment when I must have accidentally pushed in the knobs because it's a knob operated stove. So, of course, you push it in and then you twist it. Safety mechanism kind of stuff, right? But here's the problem. I must have accidentally pushed it in when I was leaning in to, like, clean the cupboards on top of the stove or something like that. Because the next thing I knew, Pearl was walking across the stove and... I was petting her, and I think that she twisted the knob for the stove, and my plastic kettle happened to be sitting on that stovetop element. So my plastic kettle melted. Luckily, did not damage the stove, but I did have to throw out a kettle, and also luckily, it wasn't full of water at the time. So that thing fully melted. And, but I didn't catch it in time to be like, to turn it off and like remove it from the stove. But as soon as I started smelling, I was just like, something is heating up. Is it the stove? And I checked the stove and I'm like, what? Like, oh no, like I turn it off as soon as possible and I pull on the kettle and it's just got like absolute string cheese type consistency and I'm like, oh no. Waited for it to dry just slightly, just enough, and I used a little scraper to get it off the stove. Then I used some oven cleaner to clean that off. But it's like, that's the craziest nonsense. The type of stuff that if it's going to happen, it's going to happen to me. Yeah, no, messes like that, I don't love. I'll just put it there, why not? This is probably going to be done soon. I'm really cozy now, thanks to this heated blanket. I'm going to check what setting it's still on. Yep, it's still on the warm. That's good. Let's see here. Oh, that's fun. Do I have? Oh yeah, I've got one each. Ooh. Okay, good. Community center isn't gonna freak out if I... Yeah, sounds good. Iron bar, right. There we go. Good. I love that too, Ali. That's awesome. Yeah, recently Discord has been pretty good at that too. Yeah, maybe I'll fish a little bit until my energy runs out. I hope my... Oh yeah, it's been... my microphone settings didn't change when I alt-tabbed out of Stardew earlier. Good to see that. Guess I can do some ocean fishing. I don't really know summer fish situations. What up, Willie? Yeah, absolutely. All of my D&D groups are on Discord. I really want to resume this text-based campaign that I've been running for folks, but it seems like folks didn't really lost interest in it when we were getting to the sort of final chapter of it. But I don't blame them. Life gets busy. The other group, though, that's local, they're a lot of fun. They've got some, you do all your story time cleanup on the Discord and, buy your... Yeah, exactly. Buy your items and interact with the NPCs a lot on the Discord server. And there's some like out of character channels and in character channels, and they're very clearly separated. I like that a lot. I haven't used any other voice channels yet, but I'll get there. I did get my kid a because he has two 6-sided dice that are made of foam. They're oversized, not by a whole lot. They're like about yay big. Yeah, and I got him a 20-sided die that's made of foam as well, and it's huge. Oh, it's just the cat. Okay, that's great. And yeah, the idea is that I'll give that to him for Christmas because he really wants to run some adventures, and I'm like, yeah, I'll do like little solo adventures for him to warm him up to the role-playing aspect and all that stuff. I'll probably start him on Dungeons and Dragons, but he and I have both talked about like, you know, there's so many game systems, and they've all got slightly different rules from each other. You can like go from here to here, and it has slightly different rules, and then here if you want more different, etc. So it's like, oh, Dungeons and Dragons, Pathfinder, Starfinder, and then like all these different things. Mutants and Mayhem, I think, was one of them, and yeah. Yeah, like if you run a solo thing, the thing that people say about D&D not being good for solo campaigns is kind of, I don't want to catch heat for this, but it's kind of on the DM, like on the Dungeon Master, to make it fun. Like with anything, really. Like, if you're running a game, you can just make it fun for one person. It's easy to do. I'm happy to do it for anybody. That's, like, one of my joys in life. Like, I got to tell you a story here, too. Oh, let me read your comment here. Ooh, that's what I wish this one DM did for a campaign I attempted to hang in before. We did voice/video and like D20 or whatever the site is called. Oh yeah, Roll20. Yeah, I did. My start was on Roll20, but I got kicked out of a game for not being part of their friend group. It was a public set. It was a public server, so I was like, all right. But yeah, then I ran a couple of games, sorry, I didn't run them. I played in a couple of the Shiz games when they started their tabletop appreciation thread. Ooh, I got to help kill Krampus. That was a lot of fun. That was sort of my intro to playing in D&D. Yeah, they didn't really do it all that much. Yeah, they didn't really do it all that much. I only got to play like twice before I had to dip because of like moving stuff. And then I haven't heard anything about their RPG stuff since. But either way, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, like Austin and Miles, they ran the campaigns, or the sessions rather, because it wasn't really campaign based. It was more session based. It was a lot of fun. I loved it. Oh, right. Let me, sorry, finish reading your roll 20. But yeah, the group shopped for items over the call, and I was falling asleep. Oh, Nate and you originally met. Oh yeah, freeforming in AOL chat rooms. That rocks. That absolutely rocks. Like, yeah, I know that roleplay servers, like RP servers on AOL, because I didn't have AIM or anything like that, or AOL in period, I didn't get a lot of chances to it. And MSN was there wasn't a whole lot of group stuff on there from what I remember. Or at least maybe my friends just didn't do a lot of group stuff. But regardless, IRC, when the Shiz was running on IRC, I remember there were other servers that they like said, oh, like IRP on this server, and it was like a totally different one. They'd never linked to it because it was IRC, and you had to sort of search stuff on your own. But I know that stuff like Warcraft and what am I thinking of? Warcraft and Guns with a Z. They really had like heavy RP server stuff. But Guns, you have to understand, was you couldn't escape the RP in that game because the people you would play with on mic, they would RP whether you liked it or not. It was very much like, I'm the freaking Joker. Like, I'm absolutely messed up in the head, dude. And then they would actually, like, friendly fire. I'm like, good lord. Edgy teenagers, man. Ollie, I don't have to respect shit. Mempearl. That's right. That's what I called that cat. Mempearl. They kind of do look squishy, don't they? Like they've got, especially in here. Oh my god. The faux roundedness looks very, like that looks like a sandwich. That looks like a burger for sure. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. Mildly perturbed. Okay, time to fish a bunch. Ooh. You've got to be kidding me. I did? Oh. Huh. So that's really interesting and frustrating that I didn't realize I set up the minecarts. I unlocked them, and I did not realize it. I don't know if this is the right chest for this, but I'm gonna pretend it is. I can hear Mamo snoring from here. With my headphones on. I guess I could pick up iron ore. Why don't I just do that? Yeah, he's got a what do you call it? The sagging soft palate or whatever, where his nose meets his throat and stuff. It's all really soft, and it all just sort of melts together when he lays down, and yeah, it's really cute. Unfortunately, it's so cute. He's such a big baby as well. Last night, and he never does this though, so last night he's I heard him sort of howling from the bedroom, just where that webcam's set up, and I look over and he is at the edge of the bed just staring at me, and I start going towards the bathroom and he howls again, and I go towards him and he starts purring, and I'm like, oh, you're begging for me to come to bed. Okay. So I go to the bathroom. He's howling a little bit more, and then I come to bed and he's purring at my feet. I turn on the heated blanket. I spoil him. I'll never stop spoiling him, by the way. He does have a bark. He does sometimes bark, at the moon. If you lose all your HP, then they call it passing out, and somebody finds you. Somebody finds you without fail, either at the bottom of the mines or out in the wild, in the forest or something like that. Somebody will find you, and you'll just lose money if you'll lose money and some of your items, which sometimes is fine, but it's a random amount of items between 1 and 3 or 1 and 5 or something like that. Yeah, absolutely, like Bully. Oh, it's been a while since I've thought about Bully. I hope Bully Senpai notices me today. Oh, Demetrius! Demetrius is my most relatable NPC in this game, because He's so single track mindedly focused on one thing, and that is like environmental science and like research, and it makes him really like fall into some bad social situation, like some he stumbles a lot with social stuff, and it's just like, hey man, I get it. I absolutely get it. Sometimes you just talk too much about something that other people are not interested in. Yeah, exactly. There's he tries in one of the cutscenes. It's a little bit spoiler territory, but in a heart event, like one of the relationship events for his daughter, he tries to make conversation with you by being like, you know, I noticed that she's taken a liking to you. Hope it doesn't hope you don't distract her from her studies. And he's like, it's like he's echoing something that he's heard dads say before, like when they're overprotective. And it's clear they make Eric Barone, or Baroni, I don't know how to pronounce, it's spelled Barone, whatever. He masterfully wrote these characters in such a way that some of them are truly like boring and stupid and I hate them. And then other ones are just like, yeah, man, I absolutely get it. Yeah, it's all such deliberate writing. I love it. Yeah, Demetrius is I would love to just have like, oh, uh-oh. Okay, OBS still says, yeah, OBS still says I am 0 dropped frames, have a healthy... Oh, good. Where am I at here? There we go. No, I don't need that. Yeah, I love the story in this game. I also love, like, even though Pierre's not a good dude, I do really like encouraging him to punch Morris in the face. It's like, yes, fight for my amusement. Let the hate flow through you. Wait. Nope, that's all good. Okay, we're good. Oh, these fellas. Preserving jars. These are for making jelly and pickles. And I'll tell you one thing. I don't wash them in between uses. Because there's not an option to. If there was, I would be compulsively washing every single one. I've talked on stream before about my, I do have a compulsive hand washing habit. And yeah, this farm, cross-contamination is a real problem. I don't know if you remember Tobin on the Shiz, but they got into some real flack online for not being food safe. They were a line cook at some restaurant, and I made a comment on one of their pictures because I saw they had sorted the food, sorted the food prep, and I've done line cooking before, so I know that they're all supposed to be in bins separated from each other to avoid cross contamination. You know, it's all basic stuff. We've all worked in that type of situation. Yeah, they were not separating them. They were sorting them and then mashing them together to show. Oh, interesting. I love that. They were mashing the ingredients together to show, I think, that they were sorted by color or something like that. And I'm like, I don't think you can do that. Like, I think you're going to get in a lot of trouble. And that's what I commented. Like, this is called cross-contamination. And I don't think they commented back, but they got in huge trouble. And I was like, oh, I'm not happy about that. I think the trouble you get should be you get told by somebody, yeah, sit them down with an 80s training video with like the best music possible. And yeah, I was like, yeah, this is not food safe. Cross-contamination is a real problem. Like, if you're putting olives next to the I don't remember. I think it was like black olives next to one thing and green olives next to the lettuce or something like that. And I was just like, this cannot be real. But yeah, those are the times. I do think that they got the gist of it, but yeah, getting in trouble was definitely over the top. If I remember correctly, I think I heard that they got in trouble, which is both understandable and a bit much if you just tell them once. I am going to chop down one tree. Yeah, exactly. I'm going to chop down 2 trees. Oh yes, I forgot about my monster farm. There we go. Am I crazy? Yes. Oh yeah, the local cafe, yeah. That is awesome. A block away from you. That rules. I up until recently I was living a block away from my job. I did have to move away because of some circumstances, but I still work at the same place, and I just have like a 35-ish minute commute each way. which, I mean, my commute to work when I lived in the city was twice that. So when people were talking with me about, like, you know, oh, why are you moving in the first place if you're going to be 35 minutes away? And I'm just like, you know, I'm moving for, you know, reasons that are not your concern. But, yeah, it's like, it's very, I don't know, it's familiar to me. And these people at work are just like, I would never. And I'm like, dude, you just finished telling me a story about how when you were a kid, you had to bike an hour and a half to the neighboring city to work. You mean to tell me that you would never do that again? If that's the case, then don't knock the don't knock kids for not being satisfied with their pay anymore. Oh, I see Pearl is sleeping. She's a good girl. Let's see. How are we doing for... Very displeased today. Oof. Bad luck in the mines. Oh, that's excellent. I hope, yeah, I hope the work is still, like, just as fulfilling and all that, because that's one thing that I get concerned about is, I've taken on a few jobs, not jobs, but like gigs, doing music and stuff. And one thing I get worried about is if I take on enough gigs and have to, like, leave my day job for, like, the amount of gigs that I've taken on, if I go back to my job, because I know that they would take me back, I just get worried that I'd be doing the same, that if I'm not doing the same work, that I'm hoping I'm not doing, like, something I feel worse about. It's definitely a privileged standpoint, though, because realistically, I shouldn't even be, like, I should be more concerned that I get get a job in the first place. Private practice, absolutely. That is another thing too, is when I was living in the city, living in the city, you know, you got it. Sonic R, that's right. Sorry. Whenever lyrics come to mind, I immediately have to remember where they're from. There was a point where I was, like, working music gigs to a point where I was almost about to hire a separate editor. And it was becoming very much like a like, holy cow, we're about to make a small business kind of situation. That fell through because of depression, but yeah, like things were looking pretty good, and then burnout happened at my real job, and yeah, it's just, I don't know. I feel as though we're not born to be so much to be so much to so many different people. I feel like we're born to do what we find meaningful, not what other people find productive. Yeah, it's a real thing. I was raised in a household that very much didn't believe that depression and burnout and anxiety existed. Anxiety was just like was another word for being worried to my parents. So they just didn't believe that there was such a thing as a problem with anxiety, and so burnout was subsequently also not a problem to them, and depression subsequently also not a problem with them. My dad, though, now he retired and immediately became depressed, and I'm like, nobody deserves that. But if there was somebody who deserved it, I don't know. Listen, kids, I'm a bad dude. Incredibly unchill vibes here. I don't know why I didn't cut that down earlier. I was letting this tree grow that would have eventually just blocked my way back. Yes, it is very much the boomer way. One of my least favorite things, to be honest, about mental health issues with regards to previous generations is that yeah, exactly, right? One of my least favorite things with regards to mental health issues and previous generations is that to them, it is not that mental health research is the new thing. It is that mental health issues are the new thing, which is the inverse of the truth. Like, we know that the research is new and growing. They think, at least the ones that I speak to on a daily basis at work, think that the mental health issues are new, and no, I don't have obsessive compulsive. Like, yeah, we've never even heard of obsessive compulsive disorder. Here, look at 64 photos exactly of the same bird just because I could get it. Like, yeah, Freud, yeah, the whole Freud thing really didn't help things a lot. I do think that there is a world where Freudian psychology doesn't gain the traction that it does, and we still end up with the advancements in research that we have now. People think that, I don't think that everybody thinks this, but I've heard people say that they believe Freud was a necessary stepping stone to modern psychology research. And I'm like, I don't think it is. I don't think he was. I think that he was a stepping stone. I don't think he was a necessary stepping stone. I don't think that... Yeah, exactly. It just happened. Somebody else would have done it. Somebody else might not have even done it the way he did and still arrived at and we would have rather still arrived at modern conclusions. Oh my god, Squid Kids. Okay, there we go. Yeah, those floating flesh orbs are called Squid Kids. I have a feeling that Eric was playing a lot of Splatoon when he made these enemies. Or maybe he wasn't. Maybe it was just a funny phrase. Alyssa, I would rather you didn't. Yeah, I'll go to the next floor here. Ooh, okay. I got a friggin' bomb from that rock crab. You're a kid now. You're a squid now. You're gold bar. Not bad. I don't need this. I need this less. Okay, there we go. Oh, baby. The friggin' red bats. There we go. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Bring it. Bring it! Okay. I guess I'll just leave. Yeah. Unironically, Ali, in real life, I work with minors, not like underage people, but but like people who work at the mines, who, because they live in such a small community, feel like cultists. Many of them I would describe as masses of flesh. Just like people with nothing about them except that they work at the mines. Because you can't really have a personality when you work 12-hour shifts and still can't afford groceries. Granted, some of that is their alcoholism, but like, you can only blame that so much. Yeah, exactly. For me, it's caffeine all the time. And in a way, I get to expense much of the caffeine from work, through work, because we get shop groceries, and it's sort of a communal thing. And the boss was feeling generous one week and just said, like, hey, going forward, I heard that Mikey likes these, I just said Mikey likes. Oh my god. Sorry, that Mikey likes, these energy drinks. Go and grab a few, and, exactly, Ali. That's exactly what I had in mind as soon as I said it. Of course. And yeah, ever since then, we've been picking up energy drinks for shop groceries, in addition to the rest of the groceries, which are all still communal. And book. Yeah. I got skill upgrade, whatever you call them. Yeah, flipping of the pages to learn the thing. Learn it. Oh my goodness. Monster loot. Come on. Monster loot. Right there. Squid ink. Oh, hello, slime. Whoops. Do it up. Absolutely do it. Oh yeah, it would be 12:30. Oh yeah. I just love that. Love slime egg press and oil of garlic. I don't know that I really want... Oh yeah, I've got 2 glowstone rings. Yeah, we're good. Okay, I'll play one last day and then we'll be good for the night. Somewhat annoyed. Can't I catch a freaking break? The luau. I did not think about the luau. Yes, I have a gold cauliflower. Oh, my life is saved. And you know what? If I don't put it in my inventory now, I'm going to forget it. Let's do some smelting. Never mind. Very good. Summer squash. I don't know for a fact that it doesn't give me luau points. Oh, right. Do I have 5 of any mushrooms? I doubt it. I freaking doubt it, dude. I do. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let me try some common mushrooms. Unless they won't let you do that. Let's find out. They freaking do. Maybe I should make some paths. Yeah. Now that I've got a silo. So let me start from the bottom. And then be here. The cleverest joke on the internet. Mount Cleverest. Okay, what do we got here? We got lots of stone. Do I have the... Yeah, I do. Let's just make a bunch. Why the frig not, dude? Yeah, I'll make like a thing here. All right. Good. I can live with that. I'll just cut this one down. As much as it pains me. Should be fine for now. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. I can afford to make a few more. Ooh. Maple syrup from Maine. It does sound tasty. Oh my God, my eyes are starting to hate this light. Yeah, I've got some warm lights up here, but the shadows that that one casts all the way in the distance are really bad. So I had to use an old ring light that incidentally is the second one I've had to use since I moved here. Luckily, there was a like 3-for-1 deal, but after the first one broke, I think I have a feeling I know why they were 3-for-1. Yeah, it didn't even break out of any like physical damage or anything like that. It just eventually stopped powering on. I checked the controller on it, which has like a little green LED. Yeah, the green LED won't come on either. I checked multiple power supplies because it just plugs into USB, so it's not like it has, what do you call it, like variable resistance or whatever. It's not like it's subject to whatever power supply you plug it into. It's like, oh, it either isn't getting enough power or it uses enough power from the amount that it gets. So it didn't like burn itself out by any means I can figure out, but it just stopped working. This one might stop working eventually too. My family has one at somewhere that I think it also stopped working. So this is my last one now. We'll find out if it lasts. I am looking into whether I can eventually afford to upgrade to one that's like from a reliable brand, because Razer, these are the only things I've ever bought from Razer. And it's not just the ads that are making me feel bad about buying it from them. Although granted, it was like a clearance thing. So I'm like, yeah, maybe it makes sense that they were on clearance. They were probably all either going to get recalled or discontinued. It's all just so silly and stupid. Yeah, that's true. For the amount of time that I've had them, we've gone through 3 in 1 year. Or I guess it's more than 1 year now. Because the first 2 did break within 1 year. And then I didn't stream. Well, I didn't make any videos for like 6 months to a year. Yeah, exactly. At work, we have, I think we have a place that we can send things for electronic recycling. But I don't know if they do bigger items like these. I think they might only do things like smartphones. Damn, that was a tough one. Or maybe I'm just getting too tired. Yeah, it's definitely true. Oh. Oh. Come on. on, ya sucker. Oh, you jerk. I wonder if it's an eel. I bet it's an eel. Get that chest. There we go. Halibut. Hi, Pearl. Good girl. Very good. Go this way. There you go, big feather tail. What is that in your eyebrow? Okay, one more fish. At the end of this day, I'll probably log off. Because I gotta get up early to deposit some money in the bank before I go to work. Because they sure as heck won't be open by the time I get off work. Oh, yes, baby. Oh, good girl. Oh. Yep, she sure is. Oh, baby. Good girl. Yes, I know. You're so cute. Yes, you are. Yeah, she definitely has anxiety. Because, she knows when I'm out of the building, and she gets scared that I'm gone. She seems to get scared that I'm gone forever. It gives her, like, stress and stuff. And when I am at home, if I'm in a different room than she is, she gets anxiety, and she has to make sure that wherever she's sleeping is in the same room. She seems to know that whatever room I'm in, like she seems to know that there is a doorway, even if the door is open. Each doorway represents a transition from a room to a room. So she and it really does, like, cause her to need to be in the same room as me 100% of the time that I'm home. Oh, good girl. Yes, you're a good girl. Yeah, the reason I know that Pearl has anxiety is because she howls if she wakes up in a and she finds out that I'm in a different room. She starts howling as if she's like scared I'm gone. And I think when she's because I always leave the apartment rather, when she's awake, it makes sense that like, oh, I'm in a different room than her, and she wakes up and realizes she can't see me. Then she starts howling. But yeah, when I leave that during a time that she's awake, she's got no problem with it. Except for, sometimes she gets worried that I'm not coming home, like when I'm at D&D nights. I'm out for like 3 extra hours. And then sometimes she has tummy troubles and she she does not have a good time. But she is a good girl. She is a very good kitty cat. Okay, what am I gonna do with all this? There we go. Ooh, boy. Whoops. I'll put the seeds in here. Why not? No, because... No. Oh, goodness. Life is tragic. Okay, there we go. That, and that, and... I don't know. Something, I'm sure. That's a good kitty. Okay. I'll try and remember for my next load of the save that it's the Stardew Valley Luau. Actually, you know what? It's the Luau. It's going to be a short day. I can play this one last day, and then we'll... Yeah, someone annoyed it anyway, so that's good. Yeah, short days, I can for sure play one. Oops. Mempro. Here we go. Absolutely, Ali. Thank you so much for stopping by. It was great catching up. I really appreciated having someone to chat with on such a weird night during a weird week, during a weird month. Oh boy, this month is only going to get weirder. For me, at least. Doesn't have to be for everybody. All right. Well, you have a great night, Ali. Thanks again for stopping by. That was great. Thank you so much. That's great. Yeah, I'm excited to catch up further. Have a good night. Ooh, we got maple syrup and a spice berry. And a swippy. Oh, I can stop by and drop off this maple syrup then. Crafts room, okay. Crafts room is this guy, right? I just keep forgetting the directions of everything. Oh, I should have brought the grapes. Oh well. Oh, I got a morel and an oak resin. I gotta remember to keep checking my chests for stuff that I can drop off. Guess I can take this fella. See if they sell for anything. Oh, right. Why would I expect it to be open during the luau? All right. Let's talk to these folks. Well, if you're bored, you got time to get better at dancing, Vincent. Hell yeah, Sam. are at the docks. Fishing is still an option for you while all these people are around. Oh yeah, this guy. Oh, I already talked to you, didn't I? Feel silly. Oh, right. Don't purchase a vacation home here. Drive up housing prices, you capitalist bastard. Hi, Pearl. Welcome back. Hop up, Pearl. Welcome back. Good girl. Oh, yes. All right. Well, thanks so much for tuning in, everybody. I feel a bit better after this stream. Bookseller. I'm going into battle. I need your strongest books. You cannot handle my strongest books. Traveler. Good girl. Yes. Okay, have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.